So I just wanted to go through, as a company, what are the sort of pillars that we operate under, and how do our team interact with each other, and what we promise how to interact with you guys. So if we go here, what does it all mean? We deliver what we promise and take responsibility for the outcomes, good or bad. What that essentially means is the guys at Calendar Central will always say, yep, I made a mistake, sorry about that, and here's the solution, here's the rectification, and if it did a good job, that's our fault as well. But it really is being accountable, responsible, and really taking ownership of every one of our tasks, projects, and elements of the business, because we're not a big business that can be hidden by layers and politics and all that type of stuff. Okay, so you're always going to get the honest truth out of this. We continue to innovate, even though there's no pressing need to do so. You have joined Australia's and New Zealand's, Australasia's in fact, largest pop-up retailer. We've been going for 20 years. We could be lazy if we wanted to, because we're pretty good at what we do, and not change anything, just roll the same thing out year after year. But we won't do that, we refuse to do that. So the return guys especially, you should notice some stuff that's pretty different over the next couple of days. And I'm interested to see your feedback as to how you think we've evolved, what you think we've changed, and whether you think it's good or bad. And you guys, you've got no reference point, but what's really cool is there's a lot of stuff that this team's doing for the first time after really spending the entire off-season soul-searching and really pressure testing ourselves, because we refuse to be a victim of this poor economic environment. So that's a pretty cool thing, so you should be reassured by that. We treat everyone fairly and with kindness. What does that mean? It means being honest again. And it's all about saying a good job, but it's also saying you could have done a bit better there, and you've got some opportunities to improve. Okay, so it's not about just being fluffy, it's also about being honest. So when we visit you guys out in the field, part of our responsibility is to help you realise your best commercial outcome. So again, it's your business, so you can actually decide what you want to do and how much you want to listen. But part of our values is to make sure that we point everything out to each other as well as to you guys, because you're now part of our team, to make you as successful as possible. And we have fun and enjoy what we do. So we're all wearing this year's new uniform, which is really very colourful and amazing. But we also have fun. You might see me and Steve give each other a random hug, or Andrew and Bruce start singing spontaneously. And we are a wacky bunch, but we genuinely love what we do. I've been with the company over a year now, and I've never heard so often people tell me that they love their job. So that's a pretty cool thing, that you've actually got people who don't just rock up to punch their ticket every day. We live, breathe, eat calendars, and we want to be the best at what we do. So that's pretty reassuring, and it's very, very cool. So just so you guys know that. What else have we got to talk about? Business update. So Calendar Club's a pretty healthy business. We've been going a while. We're owned by 2 Australian gentlemen, as well as Calendar Club USA. What does that mean? We're a private company, got plenty of cash, and we're backed by a very, very big Calendar Club US, as well as having cousins in the UK and Canada. So you're dealing with the globe's biggest calendar people. This is our 19th season. We ran it up to 20 when it provides convenience for us, but we have been going for a while. In this year we'll have around 130 stores. We have 126 stores right now. We have 107 in Australia. Last year we had about 100 in Aussie. Why I say around, and why we want to get to about 130, is we've been walking around Melbourne CBD in the last couple of days, and there's 8 shops within one block of the best part of Melbourne that are empty. So that means we, as pop-up retailers, can actually take some of those shops and go into them. So it does tell you the state of the nation, that we're not in a great retail economy. Why is that relevant to Calendar Club? We're practically recession-proof. So we're a 4th quarter business, right? So when everyone's biting, when everyone's shopping, we're around the $20 to $30 retail, which is not a high barrier to actually purchase some stuff. And we're purely impulse. We're not considered purchase for the most part, which means if you guys are good salesmen, smiling, and working the programs we're going to talk about over the next couple of days, there's no reason why you're not successful. So that's pretty cool. In the off season, I'm not going to steal people's thunder, but we've done a lot of work, as I've already alluded to. Some of the highlights is the planogram and the shelf configuration is completely different. What does that mean? Why? Well, it's because we've been doing a lot of space planogram studies on what will actually sell the best. We also have a different range that has more depth, so you'll be in stock of stuff for longer. What else? You'll notice that the licensee resource manual is a little bit different. It's got some more stuff in there. It's supposed to add a bit more value to your lives. We've also got every single calendar on that kiosk priced correctly this year. So if it's $25 and we're selling it for 20, we put a price on it that says it's $20. So even all the signage in the world says $20. If a calendar's in front of a customer and they look at it, they'll know the correct price without having to ask you, which is pretty cool. What else? We've got a $10 range. So last year we tried a $5 range, did not too bad. So we've got a $10 range for your customer who's a bit money conscious, but perhaps your pensioners as well. But they've also been designed not to cannibalise your core range, so that's incremental sales for you. In New Zealand, so we have around 20 stores in New Zealand. They're actually selling their calendars at Australian retails as well, so we're not actually upcharging for our Kiwi cousins for the currency there. So the Kiwi economy is a bit more fragile than the Australian one, so we've actually held our prices in New Zealand, which should actually add more value to their stores and also add value to our customers. We also have a new website. So over the course of the days, you'll see that we've launched calendars.com.au. It's in final phase testing and we'll basically go live and we'll start screening it through Google and all this other fancy words like retargeting, basically when you open. It's going to have around 2,500 titles and grow through the season, and it's all shipped from Australia and it's designed to add value to your kiosk, and we'll explain what that means, but it's all basically one big omni-channel experience to add value to our customers' experience with our brand. So we'll explain that.